And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend. This video is for my fifth graders, really all the fifth graders that attend this school. Before we get started, I want y'all to give a huge round of applause to all the fifth graders that show up and give 110% effort every day. Now, it's a small thing. It's what you're expected to do. You should be coming to school, giving your best effort every day, but just doing what you're expected to do, doing the little things every day consistently, that goes a long way. That's not the whole battle, but that's definitely half the battle. You'll have a lot of success. You'll make a lot of growth just by giving your best effort every day on everything that's in front of you. So shout out to everybody who is doing that, and hope you continue to do that. All right. So today we are rocking with division. We're going to be moving on to decimals soon, but we're going to do another division review. I have 2-digit by 1-digit division, and then I'm going to do another review of 3-digit by 1-digit division. So we have a problem with no remainders, then we have a problem with remainders. So let's get into this. So 10 divided by 5. So we got to figure out how many groups of 5 we can get within the number 10. So I'll show you the picture strategy for this, and I'll show you how to do this with skip counting. So I'm going to make 2 groups of 10, I'm going to make 10 tallies, and I'm going to make those 10 tallies in groups of 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have one group of 5, and then I have a second group of 5. Now, if you want to do it the quick way, you can just skip count. 5, 10. So I had to count by 5s twice to get to 10. So 10 divided by 5 equals 2. I was able to get 2 groups of 5 within the number 10. All right, so now similar problem. 13 divided by 5. So I would go about solving this the same way I solved 10 divided by 5, but this one will have a remainder because 5 does not go into 13 equally. But I'm going to go about solving it the same way. You get a different color marker for this right here. Different color marker. All right. So I'm going to make 10 tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I made my 13 tallies, and now I'm going to circle all the groups of 5. So I have one group of 5 here. I have a second group of 5 here. Make that circle a little smaller because I don't want it to. Now, I'm not going to circle these 3 down here because I was not able to get a third group of 5. In the third row, notice I only had 3. Now, if I want to do it the skip counting way, I want to skip count by 5s. 5, 10. Now, if I was going to skip count by 5 again, I would be at 15. That doesn't work because 15 would be past the number 13. So I was able to skip count by 5s twice. I was able to get 2 groups of 5 within the number 13. There is going to be a remainder here, though. All right. So to figure out the remainder with the picture strategy, you can just look at what I was not able to get a group of. But for doing the skip counting strategy, when I was skip counting by 5s, I landed on the number 10. That's the closest I could get to 13 without going over 13. So 13 minus 10 equals 3. So that 5 is for the group here. So I have a remainder of 3. So my answer here is going to be 2R3, 2 with a remainder of 3. All right, so 13 divided by 5 equals 2 with a remainder of 3. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. There's no remainder here, and we have a remainder of 3 for this problem over here. All right. Now I am going to do another set of problems here. So let me do the one without the remainder. So now let's say I wanted to do 5 divided by 105. So you want to go with the smallest number possible is what you want to start dividing by. So 5 divided by 10, I'm going to start out just doing 5 divided by 10, which is what I did up here. So as you can see between my two groups, 5 divided by 10 equals 2. I don't need to put out the tallies again. 10 minus 10 equals 0. There's no remainder. And now I'm going to bring down that second 5. So next to the 0, we have a 5. So now I'm going to do 5 divided by 5. I want to make my tallies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So counting to 5, I was able to get one group of 5 in the number 5. So 105 divided by 5 equals 21. Now let's say I wanted to do 5 divided by 138. So notice we want to divide by the smallest number possible within the division sign. So 5 divided by 13 we can start with. So we can do the same thing that we did up here. So 5 goes into 13 twice. Actually, let me write it with the red markers so we don't get confused here. 5 goes into 13 twice. I was able to count up to 10. That's the closest number I could get to 13 without going over. 13 minus 10 equals 3. So the first steps are the same, but I have another number here that I can bring down. So I'm going to bring down that 8. The 3 is going to become a 38. So now I'm going to figure out how many times 5 goes into 38. So if I want to count by 5s, 5, we have limited room here. But 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I can't go to 40. 40 is too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was able to get to 7 groups of 5 within the number 38. If I count up by 5 again, I'll be at 40. I'll be too far. So 5 goes into 38 7 times, and there is a remainder. 38 minus 35 equals 3. So our answer is 27 with a remainder of 3. R stands for remainder there. All right. Now I am just going to should I call it a day? Debating whether I should call it a day or do one more set of problems. You know what? I'll rock out with one more set of two-digit division problems. A lot of my students still working with the 2 digits. So let's go. So no remainders. All right. Let's go 24 divided by 4. And we'll go 29. 29 divided by... I wanted to do the same number. Yeah, why not? 29 divided by 4. All right. So I got to figure out how many groups of 4 go into 24. That's my first problem. So I am going to count. I am going to count by fours. You know what? I'll do the I'll make my rows first. You can do either one. If you've mastered skip counting, if you know how to skip count every single number from 1 through 10 in your sleep, I would just go with the skip counting strategy. If you haven't mastered skip counting yet, I would use the tallies in the groups strategy. All right, so I'm going to make 24 tallies. Here we go. I'll make them down here so y'all can see. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I ended up having to make a group up there just to. So I'm going to draw a circle around every group of 4. See how many total groups we got. That's 1 group. That's 2 groups. 3 groups. 4 groups. 5 groups. 6 groups. Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I wanted to do the skip counting method, let me skip count by fours. Ready? 4. 8. 12. 16. 20. 24. So I counted by 4. How many times did I count by 4 to get to 24? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 goes into 24 6 times. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Now on this side, 29 divided by 4. So I would go about solving 29 divided by 4 the same exact way. The only difference is with this one, there is going to be a remainder. So I'm going to make my groups of 4. I'm going to count up to 29 this time, and I'm making my groups of 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So now I'm going to count how many groups of 4 I have. So this is 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4, 4 groups of 4, 5 groups of 4, 6 groups of 4, 7 groups of 4. Now I'm not going to draw a circle in the last group because I didn't get a full group of 4. I was only able to make one. The final group I was only able to get a group of 1. So I'm not going to draw a circle around that. If I made 3 more tallies and I had another group of 4, I would be at 32. I wouldn't be at 29. All right. So that's one way to figure it out. I have 7 groups of 4 here. Now I'm going to skip count by 4s. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. And again, if I counted by 4 again, I would be at 32, but that's too far. That would be past the number that we're trying to get to here. So how many times did I count by 4 to get to 28 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 goes into 29 7 times. And looking at the number I landed on, in my last group of 4, I was at 28. So 29 minus 28 equals 1. So our answer is 7 with a remainder of 1. The R stands for remainder. All right. Now, if you use the picture strategy, where you just make your tallies, draw your groups, you kind of don't even really need to do the subtraction. You can kind of see that there's 1 left over. If you do the skip counting group, it is quicker to count by 4s than count by 1s all the way up to 29. But you'll need to do the subtraction to figure out what the remainder is. But both strategies will get you the answer. So 29 divided by 4 would be 7 with a remainder of 1. Okay, as always, I like to end my video with some sports. So I usually end it with basketball, but as a change of pace today, I'm going to end this video doing something in the sport that I'm absolutely worst at. My worst sport growing up, the sport I was absolutely terrible at was baseball. So I am going to practice my pitching. All right, here we go. So let me move this camera over here. All right. Where's the ball? I'm just grabbing the ball. There it is. I see it. All right. So I usually end the day with some basketball, but I'm ending the sport today with what I'm absolutely worst at. I'm ending it with baseball. So every time I hit the baseball right here, every time I hit this ball, when I throw it, it's a strike. Let's see how many strikes I can get. I'm going to throw about 10 pitches. Don't laugh at my form because, again, this is the video. This is the thing that I'm worst at. Let me hoist the camera up a little bit here because I want everybody tuning in to see it. All right. There we go. All right. Strike. Let me move it back a little bit. Yeah. Strike. It's easy to throw strikes when you're only throwing pitches 5 feet away, right? My pitches are what, 5 feet away? A lot harder when you're on a plate that's 90 feet away. So I should be able to get 10 strikes here, even though I'm really bad at baseball. Yep. Ball. 2 strikes, 1 ball so far. Strike. 3 strikes, 1 ball. Strike. 4 strikes, 1 ball. Ball. 2 balls, 4 strikes. If there was a batter up, I would have struck him out already. Strike. 5 strikes, 2 balls. Ball. 5 strikes, 3 balls. 5 strikes, 4 balls. Six strikes, 4 balls. All right, so those are my 10 pitches. Any baseball player, I would say even the 4th, 5th grade baseball players, the 1st, 2nd grade baseball players, if they were throwing pitches that far away from the mound, if the mound was that far away from home base where the players were batting, I think they would throw 10 strikes. I'll be honest. It's not difficult to hit the strike zone when you're that far away. At least not that difficult. But, I tried my best. All you can do is try your best. If you're working hard every day, trying your best, working at something positive, that's all you can ask for, really. All right. So I am going to end this video with a dunk. And then we are going to call it a day. All right, here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if this video was helpful. Also, if there's another area of math that you're struggling with, write an example of the math problem that you're having a difficult time with. If there's a reading skill that you're having a difficulty with, you can write down compare and contrast, problem solution, whatever the comprehension skill is, and I will do a video on that in the future. So that's my video for today. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow.